Hello, Steve here. Welcome to Real Health. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have realised? Who'd have investigated? Who'd have credentialed towards? Who'd have researched about? Who'd have stumbled upon? That's my category. Real Health. It's about what we're eating. And what we're eating has not been good enough for at least a century. So, in this day and age, we need to supplement or we die. Yes, we'll die in our 70s, 80s on the average going rate. But there used to be this case where 1 in 400 people used to live to the age of 100. Now it's 1 in 10,000 in the Western world. And it's going to climb to 1 in 20,000 and beyond because we don't understand the micronutrients complex. So here we are today. Just quickly on the Keto 44, the regimen that I advocate here. Keto, aim for at least 80% of your keto in keto calories, your macros in keto, making sure you have enough protein and cholesterol intake via the saturated fat. I found out some months back, 50% of my calories, well, it's probably more now because I've actually decreased how much rice, corn or non-gluten grains that I eat, and it's probably 55% fat. So 90% keto, 55% fat, and what, 35? Is it 30? Yeah, works out to about 35% protein. So there you go. And the first four, the 44, eliminating 90% of the supermarket, 90% plus maybe, glutens, oils, nitrates, and sugars. Sorry, number 3 should be sugars and then nitrates. That's the order. And the second 4, the 44, once you take out the first 4, you bring in the next 4, which is 90 essential micronutrients, 4 categories of micronutrients, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids. And that is what we need to supplement with because it's not in our food supply chain anymore. If you're not supplementing, you will not get what you need. You may, but you're not guaranteed it. It's not dependable. You might get it one day, you won't get it the next. You might get it in this carrot. You might get 17 minerals in this carrot, but the next carrot in the same packet, in the same thing from the supermarket, you might get 14 minerals in the next carrot you eat from that same packet from the same farmer. That is how undependable, unreliable, not dependable is your macros if you don't supplement in this day and age. It's never been possible in history, but it's becoming less possible now. And this might be a time when we might be burying our children. That's how bad it's getting. This is why we are becoming more obese and dying younger. And even though there's all this talk, there's all this we feel that we're living longer, that the life expectancies are increasing and that sort of thing. But statistics play massagey tricks on us, and by decreasing infant mortality rates, boom, stats just blow to the upside. And that's why we supposedly live longer, but we're not. There was plenty of octogenarians and centenarians walking around 100 years ago. Per head of capita, there's less. And also get this, there's more 80-year-old smokers than there are 50-year-old smokers dying from emphysema. You don't want to hear that, but that is the case. That is the case. You've clicked on today, product endorsement time. The regular viewers, listeners know about my advocacy of longevity. Longevity has lengthened my life by probably 3 decades. At least I might be one of those centenarians because I got rid of my half a dozen chronic diseases. I effectively halved my body weight. When I started longevity, I was around the 150 kilos. I went down to 80 and I'm now hovering around between 88 and 90. I was getting a bit scrawny there at one point, so I didn't actually try to put on more weight because I was scrawny or skinny. It was just an overshoot. I was probably even walking quite a bit at that point, but I'm not walking at the moment. The only activity I'm doing is 20 minutes in the gym which I joined probably 7 months ago now, and that is what I do activity-wise. So, product endorsements. The go-to is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, my longevity advocacy, even though I believe it'll save us all. But in case something happens to longevity, if they get bad press, they've been around for 30 years, but they've had another manifestation where they used to be called longevity, whichever country they're in. They got bad press because, let's face it, they crappy marketers. I would suggest that they're still crappy in their marketing, but they're getting better. They're not calling it pyramid selling and all that sort of thing. It's affiliate program, but basically it is still structure-wise a pyramid, not a scheme, but pyramid based. You get people in, they buy something. Like if you click on my link, I would get 1.5% ish of that sale comes to me, but I won't get it anymore because I'm not a member. Well, I am, but I don't keep the requirement. Something like you need to spend a particular amount each month, and sort of I bulk bought some time ago. Hence, I don't qualify. So if you buy today or yesterday or tomorrow, I won't get anything. So that's my disclosure with that. So if something happens to longevity, and let's face it, I will need to know what my replacement, what my contingency is to get my micronutrients would be on another supplier. And I've been searching long and high and the like, and I stumbled upon. How did I stumble? It was probably a reach out. Don't quote me. The company is Sport Sport Formula. Sorry, I was going to because I was talking about duty before. I was going to say nutrition, but sportformula.com. Okay, so that's who I am endorsing, and that this supplier, Sport Formula, they are my second go-to, my contingency if something happens in the marketplace. I am endorsing and also supporting for followers, listeners, viewers to I'm endorsing sportformula.com because their products, because they are up there in their quality, in their absorbability, the amount of micronutrients that comes in the product, and also it is a alternative to my regimen for people that can't, which don't support the weight-based micronutrients idea. If you're the sort of person that that's what the doctor says, and this is what the dosage is, and that sort of thing, without a weight reference. There is a weight reference with 70 kilos with Sport Formula, but I would advocate that weight is important, but if you don't support that or agree or endorse that yourself, then Sport Formula is the next go-to. That's been the manifestation of my contingency, my second go-to, and the alternative for those people that want to only spend, say, $40-ish per month instead of the $200. For those people that are fixated on getting fruit and veg micronutrients, which is not dependable either, but it's in our psyche, let's face it. And for those that disagree with my poo-pooing of fruit and veg, then Sport Formula is the go-to. And if there's no way of getting colloidal minerals, I will then gravitate to their organic greens product. their go-to product. Their multivite has ample amounts of the essential minerals and vitamins that we require, with the all the essential branched chain amino acids and the essential amino acids that we require. I wasn't sure about the essential fatty acids. There was reference in the blurb. I think it may be in there. I didn't see it on the label, as I'm getting a sample from Sport Formula. Thank you, Sport Formula. I am endorsing, and I will test the product. There's a lot of reference that it's the best tasting supplement based on health store feedback. Taste should not be, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, taste should not be a top go-to attribute to look for in your supplements. If it tastes like actual shit and it cures your autoimmune diseases, your chronic disease, your weight management issues, then I'd be happy to eat shit. You get me? The longevity stuff tastes pretty good. I don't have any particular comparisons, but I will soon find out for sure with Sport Formula. I'm so glad that they're including ample amounts of the B vitamins, where longevity may not have the ampleness of the amounts of the B group vitamins. So because they're not based in Oceania or Australia, New Zealand, the Therapeutic Goods Administration in Australia reduces the mandates a lower amount of B group vitamins, particularly B12. But with Sport Formula, boing, you're going to get ample amounts. Being 90 kilograms, and the dose is based on 70 kilograms with the Sport Formula dosage, 1 scoop, which lasts you a month. I would advocate, and this is what I would do, is to go perhaps 1.25 scoops. Does it come out to that approximately? 1 1/4 scoops, or 1 1/5 perhaps. That's my suggestion. But for those people that weight, it's not about weight. People take pharmaceuticals based on 50 kilo person, 150 kilo person. So what's the difference with micronutrients? All right, I get it. So based on that, Sport Formula is the next best thing. It will be the best thing if longevity goes down the gurgler, even after 30 years. I doubt it, but if so, Sport Formula will be my go-to, okay? And I'll be testing them as well when I get the product. Keto and vegan friendly. Good attributes, right? Of course. So, and I've got a link on all the ongoing show notes as well, with a coupon code, discount code. Click on that. Beautiful, right? Right, that's the advocacy of Sport Formula and a contingency for those longevity people. And next is a macro endorsement, macronutrient endorsement, a food endorsement. And that is, I mentioned it briefly in the last episode, Carnivore Bar. I came across it on Judy Chow's health space, her content, and I reviewed her in the last episode for those that picked up on that. Carnivore Bar, a disadvantage, they don't ship to Australia. It's only to the US. It's not cheap, I only recall the 50 bars, the 50 bar pack, $700. But if you compare that cost with, hey, you're getting 6 ounces of ribeye fillet. What's that come to? 700 divided by 50, what, 14 $14 a pop. If you here in Australia, especially, you're paying like $40 for a ribeye at least, and you're not guaranteed that they're not going to put oil on it and that sort of thing. And the reason why I'm advocating for carnivore bar is I've been reassured that they're a proprietary preparation process, manufacturing process. I've been assured that it's they don't prepare it like jerky. It's a very fatty product, 80% fat. Ooh, very keto-y. 20% beef. You get the salted variety, and you get the salted or salted, unsalted, salt and honey, and salt and garlic as well. I'd be going for the unsalted, and even if I bought the salted, actually I'll probably get the salted, but I'd be adding more salt, of course, because I advocate for a lot of salt. If the going rate, I think the last going rate that I've come across, max salt intake per day is 5 grams. I was quite embarrassed when I come across how much salt I have in a day, and it came out to nearly 3 ounces, like 80 to 90 grams. Yes. That's why I don't have any more indigestion. Indigestion people, increase your salt intake, you'll have a chance. I'm disrupting the light coming to my lovely body. I was going to also, I forgot to mention with a sport formula, a great advantage in their product is their digestive enzymes. So good with that as well. Sport formula, well done, guys. That's why you're part of my contingency. Okay, well done. So with continuing with carnivore bar, grass-fed, one of the attributes, very good, because let's face it, a lot of our producing animals are fattened up very quick with grains. Yes, I acknowledge that the eggies that I would be buying is coming from chickens that are eating wheat-based feed, but the methodology, the ideas, the gluten content that may come out of the wheat feed into the eggs is quite mixed, not conclusive, and not concrete. So that's my thoughts on that. So with the grass-fed, advantage, right? And with those carnivore bar eating people, for the likes of line diet people that eat the carnivore bar, that the candidates would be, the full-on carnivores, the main go-to person or people that people would know is Michaela Peterson and her father Jordan Peterson, right? So, but also I referenced the whole carnivore peril thing. Yes, carnivore good, but make sure you're eating also organ meats as part of that. The reason why I don't have to eat the organ meats is because I'm supplementing with those 90 declared essential micronutrients, and so I don't have to sit through the kidney and the brain and whatever offal. Bone broth. I'm thinking of actually adding that to my regimen. I won't need to, because I'm getting the osteo effects in the longevity regimen that I'm on. But there you go. So for your macros, why jerky? Why not jerky, right? Well, let me tell you. It's not that shelf stable. It's oil based. like it's prepared in oil. Oil is the second no-go in this the 4 categories of food we need to eliminate. So that's why jerky should be out of the contest if you're a vegan, especially if you're on the Keto 44, which I advocate for you, and that's why I am so fit and healthy, and I'll be living to 100. Watch this space. So you've got an alternate micronutrients that I've supplied today on all ongoing show notes from here on end, and also the go-to, the magnificent macros now made available from the Carnivore Bar .com Carnivore Bar company. I hope Carnivore Bar people, if you are able to ship to Australia, I would love to distribute for you guys, because you've got it. In Australia, geez, it might cost $20 a pop, but considering a ribeye steak is more likely $50 average in Australia, it's money well spent. And you know what you're going to get without the oils, without the possibility of gluten contamination from your steakhouse. And I'd plan on probably eating 2 of those bars each week. So that's basically $40 a week, but loving it. I would support that. So there you go with the macros. So an additional micro and a new first macro endorsement, apart from my regular keto endorsement. So fingers crossed that they'll be able to ship to Australia, and well done to the Carnivore Bar crowd. So I'll sum up. They're my 2 endorsements, which I'm getting some benefit from, if you know what I mean. And I'm not going to get benefit from products to benefit for the sake of it. It will be advantageous to my followers, and that's the only reason if I'm to endorse something. So let me assure you with that'll be part of my ongoing epistemic humility. If I have to get, I don't know, hip surgery, a tooth pulled, my teeth are falling out, or you'll notice. You'll notice. Talking about teeth, I haven't brushed my teeth in something like 15 months. That's an ongoing guinea pig thing. You don't want to hear that, do you? Watch this space on that too. So that's it for today. Until the next time, thanks for your interest here. In my humble opinion, this is the best health regimen that you're going to face, that you're going to experience for now. Let's do this. All I have to say is let's compare notes in 7 years or 30 years. Pick your time or date with any guru that you follow, PhD or whatever. Let's compare notes. I would suggest by faith getting on this Keto 44. Oh, but give me some research. I've been there, done that. People don't give a shit. People will still just gravitate with their whims, their emotions, their feelings on what they think about what health should be. So even without the gurus or the PhDs, I'll compare notes with your approach in whatever time frame you want as well. Until the next time, bye-bye.